Welcome back to the channel, Gaming for XP, and I'm going to give you a quick update on an update. So let's get started. So Fallout 4 has just got an update 1.10, dropped in the last couple of days. Fair to say it's not a small update. The file size, at least for me on Xbox One, is about 2.5 gig. And we'll just go through and explain a little bit about what's going on and what we know about the update, and then I'll talk about some of the feedback since the update dropped that some people have, and my own personal experience in the last couple of days. So essentially, what's in the new update? Well, it's very non-specific as far as patch notes or update notes go. The addition of Creation Club, which we'll get into in a minute, and also a number of bug fixes, especially around mods and around making the mods more stable and helping to enabling and disabling them and all that kind of things, and some minor fixes, but they're not really giving a heck of a lot away. There is a new feature called Message of the Day, and support for ESL file formats, etc. But the majority of the update seems to be featured around Creation Club, and that's something we'll get into now. So you boot up your Fallout game after the update and nothing seems to have changed until you press the booto. And you'll see in a second, once you press the booto or the button, this menu appears. And up in the top right hand club there's Message of the Day, and then within the menu there is a new menu called Creation Club, and we will have a look at what's in Creation Club right now. But essentially it's paid mods that they guarantee will work with the game, which you have to use credits to purchase. So let's have a quick look. This is what Creation Club looks like, and you can see there's a number of sub menus there. You have all your featured mods, and then you have apparel, and I'll show you a few of these just to see, so you can see what it's like. So obviously there's some armor, so we'll have a look at the horse armor, and then with some of these there's more than one photo, but there's gives a little bit of a description. See, there's a backpack which you can customize, 30 different add-on pieces to your backpack. But I think this is just aesthetic. I don't think it actually adds any capacity, carrying capacity or anything. Some Pip-Boy skins. So there you go, there's Onyx. Various ones. And there's a new power armor. Paint job, I guess. So a couple of weapons. There's a new Gauss rifle. And a new shotgun. And then finally the last tab is a world with a modern furniture workshop pack, which from those photos I'm not really enthusiastic about, I got to tell you the truth. But before we move on, I'll just a few more details about Creation Club. Bethesda give you 100 credits for free just for updating your system. And further credits can be purchased in, for me, in the Xbox store, I guess. I'm guessing for PS4 or PlayStation and PC users, you'll be able to do the same via your own stores, like whether that be Steam or the PlayStation store or whatever. And that's as simple as it really needs to be. They say these mods are stable and they won't crash the game. I guess time will tell. I will leave a list of what's currently available and the costing credits down below in the description. So let's move on. So mods, nothing's really changed anywhere else in the menus as far as I can see, but I want to talk a little bit about the problems I had yesterday when I updated my game, because when I done this and went into mods, all my mods had disappeared. It actually overwrote the whole file, and I had to re-download all my mods, and put them back in order. So if you haven't updated yet, I would suggest, it might not happen to you, it did happen to me, it might not happen to you, but as a failsafe, do something like screenshot your mod list so that you have a reference to work off. I'm lucky enough, as some of you will know, I'm lucky enough that I have a reference video that I actually went back to yesterday and worked on frame by frame to get all my mods back in order. So that was the first thing that happened. The second thing that happened, strangely enough, was some mods disappeared from my library, and I have no idea why. So one of the things that you can do to see if you've got all your mods back in order is put all your mods in, go back to the main menu, and it'll give you that little screen that says it's just changing and make sure it's updating your mods in the mod order. Then load one of your games, or go to load one of your games, and just see if you get a warning message. If you do get a warning message like I did, then you're going to have to go back in and add more mods until that warning screen goes away. I had a couple of mods that just, as I said, just completely disappeared out of my library, and I have no idea why. So be warned that it's potential it could happen to you. So I've run the game for a little while since I've updated, and I've had no major issues apart from what I've just spoke about. I know there's a couple, I've been reading on a few forums, there have been a few people that are having some issues and are actually reverting their saves back to the previous update scenario. So just be careful. Like I said, apart from the mods disappearing, there's been no major issues for me. Everything's loading back up. Once I got the mods back in order, everything loaded back up perfectly, and it's running fine. So that's all I had to say on the update. I hope it's useful for you, and I hope it just gives you some thoughts before you update your system on just having some bit of a safety net there. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, pop a like. If you haven't subscribed, have a look around the channel. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and we will catch you next time.